Okay, so this is chapter 1 of, the hardcore walkthrough dingy. So, I'm basically commentating just to help people who watch this get through certain parts, just with, basically it's easier than text annotations. For this first part, if you don't walk the exact path that I do, you're probably going to end up dying, because it's a one-hit, one-kill. If they hit you, you are dead. Like, period. So, as you can see, I'm running. This guy up on the left here, that you'll see in that cage room, yep, and he tried to hit me. I'm glad he didn't hit me, or else I would have died. This guy up on the left is the hardest part, because right there, he jumps out. If you stay toward the left, you're gonna die, so. And then button mashing, obviously, if you have to tap A as fast as possible. On hardcore, if you don't tap it as fast as possible, you're gonna fail. And if you'll notice, it'll cut right there. Blood randomly disappears, because I waited like a few minutes to decide what I was gonna do next. Someone randomly just died in one of those beds, as you could hear. So, the entire first part really doesn't have anything to it. I mean, you just have to run through, nothing will attack you. And I really wish that guy would drop his gun. I'd shoot people with my mouth. I really don't know how I'd be able to pick that up, even if the gun was dropped. So, yep, just run up these stairs here. Yeah, there's nothing to do, really. Alright, I'll come back in a few minutes.
Subjects need to be eliminated, terminated. Which one more? Listen to me, man. What matter? Listen to me. We can both get out of here. Just cut me out of this straitjacket. No one's getting out of here alive. No one. Don't do it. There's no escaping from what I've done. Take it easy, buddy. Just take it easy. Your rig is red. It's red. There's a health pack and a flashlight in that wall locker. You should grab them. Isaac, we're all gonna burn for what we did to you.
Clark! Isaac Clark, is that you?
Who are you?
My name is Dana. I'm the one trying to rescue you.
Why? What's going on?
You're suffering from a unique form of dementia, Isaac. Something you contracted on age 7.
How do you know that? How do you know all this about me?
Your dementia will kill you. But if you can get here, I can treat you and get you to sleep.
Okay, so I guess you could say this is really where it really starts. Yeah, ooh, the power went out. Scary. So, this part, if you're a first player, this will scare you, obviously. Because you think, you'll think that there's nothing here. Well, there's something in here that'll attack you. There's nothing in this room at all. Nothing. And then there's this little jump scare right there. Yep, really fun. So if you just keep going, there's nothing in this room at all that'll do anything. And then there's that wheelchair that moved. There's another little tiny thing. It's hard to notice if you don't know where you're looking, but it's pretty funny. Your shadow, if you look at the bottom there, becomes a necromorph shadow. Ha ha. there's this little necromorph up ahead. He kinda, you don't notice it until the very, yep, right there, that little guy. He just runs away. I don't really understand why one would actually run away from you, but whatever. So, there you go. There's actually a necromorph that's scared of you. And then you're going to drop down into here. This is the first part where you fight something. The enemies won't actually activate until you break a window. So all you have to do is get the actual kinesis. And then all those little poles in there you could use to impale necromorphs. So nothing will happen until you break one of those two side windows. You might want to, you know, organize them a little. Because with the straitjacket on, you'll die in one hit. And then, once you're absolutely ready, there's only going to be two, so you just need to worry about two necromorphs that'll come. Right there. And there should be another one that spawns pretty soon. He'll be coming. Yep, there he is. And that's it. There's no more. I kind of took one for precaution because I thought I remembered when I was playing Zealot that there was another one. They'll drop stuff for you to pick up, so just take it. And then it'll be this whole elevator scene. And then after that, there's going to be another set of, I think 3 enemies, yeah. 3 necromorphs. Yeah, right here. So, as soon as you walk over to your right, yeah, there's 1. 2. There should be 2 under you. That's why I brought the extra one. You can also use their claws too. I mean, obviously, if you know that already, but... And then there's... They drop some credits. There's a couple of boxes in the room, as you'll see. I'll go to them in a few seconds. Little pause there. Don't remember what I was doing for that. Yeah, there's one box and there's one on the other side of the room. And then I went back to see if there was anything left. There wasn't. I mean, I picked up all 3. I just figured that there'd be another one. I was wrong. And then, trying to remember what's next. Oh yeah, nothing will attack you here. I mean, it looks like they're still alive, but they're not. Thank God. It's just like a little tutorial on what to do. And then, yeah, this is where you get the plasma cutter. Yeah, he doesn't come out. I'm not sure why they've made him spasm Zamble. It's kind of funny to watch, actually, but if you walk near him, I'm not sure what happens either. I've never actually tried. I don't think I ever will either. But this guy is sitting here, you know, just in the middle of surgery when there's a complete necromorph outbreak. That's definitely something you want to be doing when zombies come into this space station. Yep, he gets fucked up. And then if you should aim for their arms, but I prefer to make them crawl first. But because their arms are actually harder to hit, and then there's going to be another one coming through there. And I somehow missed him with the kinesis. So I just shot his arm off, picked his own arm up and stabbed him with it. Just checking if there's anything else in them. And then you have to deal with that one on the table. You just shoot him. I really don't know what else to say about that. Yeah. His head does this weird action, as you can see there. It, like, comes up from the table.
Magic, it's Dana. You have to dismember the creatures to stop them.
I know. I've had a lot of practice.
Just try to stay in one piece.
And then, yeah, obviously you can't save. This room has a few things to it. This area actually has a lot of little hidden things. There's a health pack that you may miss if you don't know where to look for it. And there's also credits in this one room. I always hide behind this table just in case, because if they come from your right, they have to come around the table first. So it's just a little spot that I kind of adapted to. The first time I played the game, I used it, so figured I'd use it again. And then I tried aiming for their arms like, you know, people say to, but it's pretty hard to hit them in their arms since they keep moving them. Yeah, he wasn't dead. If you didn't notice, he actually was fake death. He was faking it, because the first time I stomped him, nothing came out, which means I killed him with that stomp. And then the second time I stomped him, some ammo came out, so. And then here's that health pack I was talking about. Should be behind that other table. Took me a little while to find it because I actually didn't know about it. Oh, maybe it wasn't here. Yeah, there's some. You didn't have to do it that way to get what's in there, but there's a door to the left there. You can get in that room easily. I just decided to do it earlier. This was actually my second run through because I died in chapter 3, which I'll point out. I was trying to use a force gun for something I shouldn't have. Or not the force gun, the contact beam for something I shouldn't have. My opinion for weapons that you should carry is plasma cutter, because every enemy has a weakness that the plasma cutter can use as. But the actual contact beam is great for mini bosses, elite ones, like anytime you're really stuck. And the alt fire for it is amazing for like those the 6-year-old ones. It's just they work well for it. And then here's that health pack. It should be to my left. I didn't see it the first or second time, and then I say, yeah, right there. I don't know. I was trying to look at that. See any Easter eggs. And then I forget what the next room is again. Oh yeah, you have to run for it. He's telling you to chase him. I already know all about this part. I'm just looking for shit to pick up. When you get down there, you might want to camp in a corner because there are going to be necromorphs spawning. That power node hides behind the desk. And then you obviously miss it because you can't crouch or lay down or whatever for some reason. I don't know. And then what's going to happen is there are going to be 4 or 5 that spawn here, and they're going to come from the right and left. Yeah, so there's one coming down now. I tried to shoot him in the arms, and that didn't. It worked because it's a definite kill when you dismember both their arms. But see, I had some trouble aiming. I was wasting ammo more than anything, and I should have started using impalement, but didn't feel like it. I felt like hitting him with a lamp. I don't know why. Just something to throw at him. I tried to pick up the claw, actually. That's what it was. And then that should be all of them. Yep, that's all of them. And then when it goes down, just pick up all the shit. There are actually couple vending machines later on in the later chapters that you can hit to get stuff out of, so I don't know, someone probably already smacked these. I don't know. But I spent the rest of the time just looking around for equipment or something along those lines. And that door right there is the one I was talking about, where there would have been that canister and stuff that I picked up through the debris that fell down. Yeah, I decided to look at that sign again. Pretty. I don't really understand in hardcore why you need health packs. Like, because for hardcore, when you have health packs like that, it doesn't particularly help because you're pretty much a one-hit, one-kill in the straitjacket. Since I never get hit, I don't know the exact, thing about it, but I'm pretty sure you die on impact. I don't know why someone would hide plasma ammo inside a wheelchair, but whatever. I think coming up soon is the first store. No, this is where you get stasis. This guy, there's going to be one enemy in this room. This guy you have to stasis him a second time after the machine stasis him. You'll see after I hack the machine what I'm talking about. But if you don't stasis him a second time, he's a one-hit, one-kill. He will hit you once and you will die. He's also armored, so he takes a few hits to actually kill. As you'll see, wait a second, as soon as I get the third one there. Yep, he's going to jump down, come, and you're going to want to stasis him again, right there. And then you're going to shoot him, because he will kill you in one hit. That was actually a really close one for me. And then for the door, you have to open the door, and then stasis the door to get out. Because it's like, I don't know, a security door that locks you out. Like that. And then, I'm trying to think of the next room. Yeah, the pukers. The first time you see a puker. That must suck being that guy. And there's the first one. I had horrible aim. And then there's the second one. Yeah, their short-range attacks are bad. Their long-range attacks are actually... They don't damage you, except for like a little bit, but they slow you down. And their short-range is horrible. It completely... It takes about half your health down. And if with the straitjacket on, obviously I'd be dead, but I'm talking about like a suit with a 15% armor rating. Yeah, you'd be dead. There's a power node in this room, which you saw me pick it up. I may be thinking of the DLC, the Severed DLC. There's a second power node in that room, is what I think I remember. But that doesn't really consider to this. And then I think this is where your girlfriend decides to try and rape you in an elevator. Yep, there you go. Yeah, really, what the fuck. Yep, there she is. You look beautiful, honey. Oh my god, I love you. And then... Fun, huh? I'm pretty sure if that happened to me, I'd just be like, okay. Awkward. But this is pretty funny. They tried to scare you with this little thing right there. Yeah, blow balloon. And then I found a glitch actually in this part. The first time I played the game, I went in this little corner to check if there was anything in there, and as you can hear right there, there's some kind of door noise. And I don't know why that's there, but it's like a locked door, and it's like I don't know if that teddy bear is like demented. I don't know, but I just thought that was weird because I don't understand why that would be anywhere else. And then this room will only open if you beat Dead Space Ignition and have a 100% saved profile of Dead Space Ignition. That will only open if you completed Dead Space Ignition at least once. So if you haven't, then that won't open for you. That's just, I mean, it's just a little helpful thing to have that. That Necromorph's alive, but yeah, the whole room is going to rip itself to pieces. And then, there's a few other things that Dead Space Ignition gives you. It gives you a bunch of other little conduit rooms. It gives you a couple suits, but I have better suits, so I wouldn't use them. Trying to think of what else there is. I have both the DLC packs, or actually I think there are 3. And then watch this, there's a Necromorph on the floor right there. Yeah, you can tell when they're dead when it looks like they're on their side sleeping. So, yeah, he's still alive without a head. Okay, sure. and all those little things have power nodes in them. When you get in the store, if you have the DLC, it'll give you free suits with 15% armor rating. My favorite suit is the suit. It's like an engineering suit, and what it does is it gives you. It makes it so that when you heal, the health pack gives you 15% more ammo. So that's why it's my favorite one. Yeah, right there, the forged engineering suit. That's really helpful, obviously, because, you know, if you get more health for your health pack, you don't need to use anything else. Just for a little informational fact, don't ever buy large health packs. You only need medium. If you ever get a large, like if you pick one up in the game somewhere, use it to sell for money. Because large health packs, if you actually have the ability to pick up a large health pack, like if you need a large health pack, you're dead. Because a medium health pack will do just fine. Small ones, I guess you could put them in your storage. You shouldn't sell them because they're really worth nothing. But as you can see, all I have right now are them. But I mean, it's really useless to use large health packs because, I mean, medium is the only way that you should really go with those. That's my favorite suit, actually, it's the EarthGov security suit, but I use this suit throughout most of the game because of its health, extra health stuff. Some of the other good things that the DLC will give you is upgraded weapons. Like, it'll give you weapons with better, money, like, not money, damage rating. So, one of my favorite one is, yeah, that one, the Forge, because it gives you 10% more, and the regular plasma cutter, you just get rid of it once you get that. There's another plasma cutter you can get, which I'm not going to highlight here, but there's another one you can get for beating the first game. If you played Dead Space 1 at all, you will get this plasma cutter. It's for free. I have all the weapons here because I have the DLC. The contact beam is something you want. The contact beam basically will help you in any situation with a brute, a tripod, any of those mini bosses, or like elite pukers, anything really hard, you could use that on. Toward the end of the game, I'll use that. For this part, I actually picked up the Ripper, which I'm going to get rid of pretty fast, because the ammo for it is extremely expensive. But what I did was I ran through the game with plasma cutter and contact beam. Those were the two weapons that I kept throughout the entire game. And then for this part, I had the Ripper. There's another part coming up. You're going to want the detonator. The detonator is the best thing against non-elite stalkers. To those who don't know what elite versions of enemies are, it's the darker ones. So there's a power node right out there if you can't see it. I didn't remember where it was here, but then you could see it right there. Yeah. The first boss coming up, well, it's actually a mini boss, is a tripod, what I mentioned before. I'm not going to use the contact beam on it, though, just because I don't really need to. But what's going to happen is later on, I'm going to ditch the Ripper. I don't remember exactly when I did, but you'll see that I ditch it. And what you want is you want to keep the contact beam because you're not really going to find ammo for it. Whatever guns you have on you is the ammo you'll find throughout the game. So that's why you only want to... You don't need 4 weapons. You could complete the game with just 2 weapons if you really wanted to. I would say keep a detonator with you. Don't keep picking up detonator ammo. You only need what's in the detonator and stacks. Don't upgrade the detonator whatsoever. You don't need to upgrade the contact beam. Just upgrade the plasma cutter. That is the main thing you want to upgrade, is your health and the plasma cutter. So... later on, though, you're going to want to upgrade stasis, because there's a part in the end that you will die. I actually died from it once. You will die from that if you do not have your stasis duration fully upgraded. That's in, like, chapter 13 or 14. I don't remember specifically. I'm pretty sure it's 13, though. And then he actually will trick you. This mini tripod, this tripod right here, will trick you. If you go up and pick that up, it'll attack you, so you don't want to lose health again, so just pick it up from afar and he'll flip out. And then you might want to search the room. I don't know of any power nodes actually in this room, actually. I don't know of... Like, I'm not going to pick up everything throughout this entire walkthrough of that the game has to offer, because I don't know all of them. I just really played the game of what I remembered. But, yeah, so... Just make sure that you get everything in this room, because ammo is going to be very limited. In the original game... or actually on casual, the difficulty casual, what's going to happen is you're going to find ammo that is, like for a plasma cutter, you're going to find it in 9, packs of 9. You only find it in 3 for this. I mean, you need to spend more ammo if you're just to kill one guy. I spent some time searching here, but I didn't really need to. So yeah, I mean, I just kept searching around just to make sure I had everything, because whatever you do in the beginning of the game is pretty much going to affect whatever you do later in the game. It really will. So, yeah, I picked up. I did miss an ammo, so it was a good thing I checked. When I played, I only died 4 times. One of the videos on my actual channel is... it's awful. I died from a glitch in Chapter 10. To any of you who've seen my video. So, Chapter 2 is actually going to end in a few minutes here. Maybe less. There's a few credits in this room. The first time I played through, I could have sworn there was a power node in here, but I did not pick it up if there is one in here this time. I don't remember where it is if there is one in here. So, I don't know. If you find one, hooray. I just didn't spend too much time looking through there. There's also a pretty helpful little boost you could do. I mean, if you don't want to boost, that's fine, but what happens is if you have one or both of the DLC packs for weapons, there is the ability to plant... When you shoot a detonator at a wall and press right bumper, what happens is it drops it as a pickup, like an ammo pickup. So what happens is if you keep buying the free detonator and keep spending the ammo and releasing the ammo, you could just get it. So that's just a tip. I mean, I may not have explained that well, but yeah, end of the video.